little friends. I hope that you are doing well. Oh, I've missed you. I want to say that I hope that you enjoyed the story we did the last time of the creation of the heavens and the earth, how God created everything. And today, little dear friends, I want to bring you a story of a man. His name was Naaman. Naaman was the head of the army of the king of Aram. He was a very important person, and the king of Aram liked him very much. Naaman was a brave soldier, but he was a leper. Little friends, do you know what a leper is? It is when someone has a sickness where their skin has a lot of sores and other people are not allowed to come near that person or touch them. That is very sad. Now it happened that Aram went to fight against the nation of Israel, and they took a young woman captive. This young woman became a servant of Naaman's wife and was working in his house. The young woman said to her mistress, who was Naaman's wife, "If only my master would see the prophet who is in Samaria, he would heal him of his leprosy." Naaman went to the king of Aram and told him what the young woman from Israel said to his wife. "By all means, go," the king of Aram replied. "I will send a letter to the king of Israel." So Naaman left, taking with him 10 talents of silver, 6,000 shekels of gold, and 10 sets of clothing. The letter that he took to the king of Israel read, "With this letter I am sending my servant Naaman to you, so that you may heal him of his leprosy." As soon as the king of Israel read this letter, he tore his clothes and said, "Am I God? Can I kill and bring back to life? Why does this fellow send someone to me to be cured of his leprosy? See how he is trying to pick a quarrel with me." When Elisha the man of God heard that the king of Israel had torn his clothes, he sent him this message: "Why have you torn your clothes? Have the man come to me, and he will know that there is a prophet in Israel." So Naaman went with his horses and chariots and stopped at the door of Elisha's house. Elisha sent a messenger to say to him, "Go wash yourself 7 times in the Jordan River, and your flesh will be new, and you will be cleansed." But Naaman went away angry and said, "I thought that he would surely come out to me and stand and call on the name of the Lord his God, wave his hand over the spot and heal me of my leprosy. Are not Abana and Parpar, the rivers of Damascus, better than all the waters of Israel? Couldn't I wash in them and be cleansed?" So he turned and went off, and he was angry. Naaman's servants went to him and said, "My father, if the prophet had told you to do some great thing, would you not have done it? How much more than when he tells you, 'Wash and be cleansed'?" So he went down and dipped himself in the Jordan River 7 times, as the man of God had told him, and his skin was restored and became clean like that of a young boy. Then Naaman and all his attendants went back to the man of God. He stood before him and said, "Now I know that there is no God in all the world except in Israel. So please accept a gift from your servant." The prophet answered, "As surely as the Lord lives, whom I serve, I will not accept a thing." And even though Naaman urged him, he refused. "If you will not," said Naaman, "please let me, your servant, be given as much sand as a pair of mules can carry, for your servant will never again make burnt offerings and sacrifices to any other god but the Lord God Almighty." "Go in peace," Elisha said. After Naaman had traveled some distance, Gehazi, the servant of Elisha, the man of God, said to himself, "My master was too easy on Naaman, this Aramean, by not accepting from him what he brought. As surely as the Lord lives, I will run after him and get something from him." So Gehazi hurried after Naaman. When Naaman saw him running toward him, he got down from the chariot to meet him. "Is everything all right?" he asked. "Everything is all right," Gehazi answered. "My master sent me to say, 2 young men from the company of the prophets have just come to me from the hill country of Ephraim. Please give them a talent of silver and 2 sets of clothing." "By all means, take 2 talents," said Naaman. He urged Gehazi to accept them, and then tied up the 2 talents of silver in 2 bags with 2 sets of clothing. He gave them to 2 of his servants, and they carried them ahead of Gehazi. When Gehazi came to the hill, he took the things from the servants and put them away in the house. He sent the men away, and they left. When he went in and stood before his master, Elisha asked him, "Where have you been, Gehazi?" "Your servant didn't go anywhere," Gehazi answered. But Elisha said to him, "Was not my spirit with you when the man got down from his chariot to meet you? Is this the time to take money or to accept clothes, or olive groves and vineyards, or flocks and herds, or male and female slaves? Naaman's leprosy will cling to you and to your descendants forever." Then Gehazi went from Elisha's presence, and his skin was leprous. It had become as white as snow. Dear little friends, Gehazi was now a leper because he lied and he stole. Naaman's story had a good ending because he was healed, but it did not end very well for Gehazi. Oh, my dear little friends, I hope we can learn a lesson here. We should never lie, and we should not steal. We shouldn't lie to anybody and steal from anyone. Do not steal your mother's money or your father's money. Do not steal from your friends, from your brother or your sister. Do not steal from anyone. You know that God can see us, dear little friends, even there where nobody can see you. But God, He sees everywhere, and God doesn't like it when we lie. He also doesn't like it when we steal or when we do any wrong things, my dear little friends. And dear little friends, if you see someone throwing a cigarette, don't pick it up and smoke it. Don't also take someone's alcohol that they put down and drink it. Don't touch those things because they are wrong. Don't follow people that are doing wrong things. God doesn't like when we do things that hurts other people. So my dear friends, we should always do what is right. So please, I hope that you will not forget these lessons. And remember, Auntie loves you, but Jesus Christ loves you very much. And I hope that you will be safe. And until next time, bye.